Drive down any street in Malaysia and you'll spot plenty of compact, affordable cars, the typical choice for most drivers. But look closer and you'll see something a bit more upscale, large, luxurious MPVs, mostly in black or white. These are Toyota's premium people movers, and they have taken over the MPV scene in Malaysia. The Toyota Alphard and Vellfire are now a common sight, but interestingly, their popularity didn't start with official Toyota dealerships. These MPV first entered Malaysia through grey imports, brought in by independent dealers when Toyota Malaysia deemed them too costly and too risky to sell officially. But after witnessing their rising demand and success on the grey market, Toyota changed its mind and finally launched the previous generation Alphard and Vellfire through official channels. Not too long ago, Toyota Japan unveiled the latest version of the Vellfire and Alphard. In a smart move, Toyota Malaysia decided not to wait. Instead, they launched both models just months after their debut in Japan, beating the grey importers at their own game. That timing gave Toyota Malaysia a major edge, helping them capture a big chunk of the local market. So, late last year, I reached out to Toyota and requested a review unit of the Vellfire. In this review, I wanted to understand why Malaysians are so drawn to these massive MPVs, and most importantly, would I actually join the crowd and fall for it myself? Let's find out. With that, welcome back to Carsick.my for another review video. The latest generation of the Vellfire doesn't shy away from making a strong first impression. It proudly carries over the imposing road presence that defined its predecessor. That's especially clear when you see it from the front, where a massive grille dominates the design. This time, it's finished in a more subtle dark chrome, perfectly complementing the black exterior. The headlights flow seamlessly into the grille, giving the Vellfire a clean, cohesive front end. It's a familiar look, sticking closely to the previous model's design language. They are full LED headlights too, so nighttime visibility is solid. What's missing, though, are matrix LED high beams that would have added a touch of luxury, but honestly, it's not really a deal breaker for many car buyers. Shifting to the side, the Toyota Vellfire shows off its unmistakable silhouette. The side profile remains sleek and flat, stretching cleanly across the entire length of the vehicle. At the rear, not much has changed from the previous generation. The overall shape stays familiar, but look closer and you'll notice the biggest update, the taillights. The new design features fresh graphics that add a touch of elegance, a clear step up from the older model's more aftermarket look. Another standout update are the wheels. This latest Vellfire now rides on a larger 19-inch rims paired with 225/55 R19 tires, giving it a more premium and commanding presence on the road. Hopping on board the Toyota Vellfire, you are immediately greeted by an interior that feels both premium and elegant. Toyota has gone all out with soft touch materials throughout the cabin. Add in some sophisticated dark bronze trim, and the result is an upmarket look that still feels timeless. That bronze detailing pairs beautifully with the brown contrast stitching, and together, they perfectly complement the black panels that just oozes luxury. But what really stands out is the massive dashboard. It immediately gives the impression that you're piloting something grand. The large windscreen not only floods the cabin with natural light, but also offers a clear, commanding view of the road ahead. And the way the dashboard wraps around the driver creates a cocoon-like feel, offering both comfort and a reassuring sense of security. Back in the driver's seat of the Toyota Vellfire, the first thing you'll notice is how high you sit. Honestly, it feels almost as tall as a pickup truck. The elevated sitting position gives you a commanding view of the road ahead, making it easier to plan your next move. Now, the ergonomics are pretty solid. Most of the controls, buttons, switches and everything you need are right where you expect them. Easy to reach, easy to use. The seat itself is very comfortable. no doubt about that. But it's not the most supportive, especially if you're driving through twisty roads. It doesn't exactly hold you in place. But let's be honest, this vehicle was built for long, relaxed journeys. And in that sense, the front seat does its job beautifully. You stay comfortable for hours on end. Plus, you get both heating and cooling functions, making sure the driver is as pampered as the folks in the back. And here's a neat touch. If the back seats are full and blocking your view, the rear view mirror can flip into a camera display, so you always have a clear view behind you, no matter what. Sticking to Toyota's new interior design language, the Vellfire now features a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. This is exactly the kind of layout I love. It's clean, sharp and super easy to read. All the essential driving information is right where you need it. Right next to it, you'll find an even more impressive 14-inch infotainment screen. This is Toyota's latest system, shared with some of their more luxurious models, including Lexus. It might look a bit high-tech at first glance, but it's surprisingly intuitive. I got used to it in no time. The display is massive, the resolution is crystal clear, and I especially love how Toyota integrated the temperature controls directly into the screen. It gives the whole setup a futuristic vibe. Inside the Vellfire's infotainment system, you'll find the usual suspect: Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, the works. But here's a minor issue. Android Auto only works through a wired connection. Well, in the 2024 model, that's a bit of a letdown. I was definitely expecting wireless support at this point. On the bright side, the Vellfire does come with a 360-degree camera, which really helps when you are trying to maneuver a vehicle of this size. That said, the resolution isn't the best. It gets the job done, but honestly, for this price, I expected a much sharper image. And for those who care about audio, good news. The infotainment system is paired with a JBL sound system, delivering clear, rich sound for everyone in the cabin. Step into the second row of the Toyota Vellfire and you're greeted by two luxurious captain's chairs, designed with comfort in mind. These seats let you truly sink in and relax. Slide them all the way to the back and you're rewarded with generous legroom. Think business class on an aeroplane. Want to lie back? These seats recline nearly flat, giving you that bed-like comfort for long rides. Need to get some work done or charge your devices? There's even a 3-pin socket right at the rear of the center console. And above it all, two small sunroofs let natural light flood in, brightening the cabin and elevating the entire experience. When it comes to the third row, you are looking at a more traditional bench seat setup. Headroom and legroom are actually pretty decent, as long as the second row seats aren't pushed all the way to the back. But let's be honest, fitting 3 adults back here isn't as comfortable as what you get in something like the Kia Carnival. Why? Because while it's technically a bench, the third row is shaped more like 2 individual seats. That means the center section is slightly raised, making the middle passenger slide towards one side or the other. So, the sweet spot for comfort is to fit 6 adults. That way, no one is stuck in that awkward middle position for third row passengers. And here's another drawback. There are no USB ports in the third row. So if your phones are dying, you're out of luck unless you plan ahead. With all 3 rows of seats in use, the boot space is actually on the smaller side, just 148 liters. That's not much for such a large vehicle, especially when you're trying to fit in luggage for a full family trip. Luckily, the third row seats can be folded up to free up more cargo space when you need it. Under the hood, the Vellfire is powered by a 2.5-litre 4-cylinder naturally aspirated dynamic force engine. It's a notable contrast to the more premium Alphard, which offers a different powertrain. Paired with a CVT and front-wheel drive, this setup promises a smooth and efficient drive. Here are the key performance figures for this powertrain. To be honest, the 2.5-litre engine in the Vellfire is surprisingly adequate for a vehicle of this size. You're not going to get that neck-snapping acceleration, and that's kind of the point. Instead, what you get is a smooth, wafting ride that's perfect for a people carrier like this. It will still get you up to highway speeds, just at a more relaxed pace. And really, isn't that what you want in a vehicle built for comfort? This powertrain helps ensure everyone on board feels calm, not Carsick, especially in stop-and-go traffic. The Toyota Vellfire delivers a remarkably smooth driving experience thanks to its CVT, or Continuous Variable Transmission. It's the same CVT used in models like the Toyota Harrier, where power delivery is so seamless you barely notice the transitions. Gear shifts feel linear and refined, and the infamous rubber band effect that many drivers complain in CVTs is hardly noticeable here. However, when you really put your foot down, that rubber band sensation does make a bit of a comeback, so while it's minimized, it's not entirely gone. The Vellfire isn't exactly frugal, but that's expected given its size. Over 800 kilometers of driving, I average about 10 liters per 100 kilometers, a fair trade-off for the comfort and space this vehicle offers. In terms of comfort, the Toyota Vellfire doesn't hold back. Its suspension is tuned with one goal in mind: ultimate comfort. Soft and forgiving, the suspension soaks up road imperfections with ease. If you are in the market for a plush, relaxing ride, the Vellfire absolutely delivers. But here's a trade-off. If you love driving, the Vellfire might not be your cup of tea. That same soft suspension leads to a noticeable body roll in corners, which doesn't do the MPV any favors when it comes to agility. Still, there's a silver lining. The Vellfire features a well-tuned steering system thanks to Toyota's TNGA platform. And while it's not exactly a driver's car, the steering does offer decent feedback. It's direct enough to help you confidently maneuver this large MPV, especially in tighter spaces. Braking-wise, the Toyota Vellfire doesn't disappoint. The system is engineered to handle the weight and size of this premium people mover, delivering smooth and confident stopping power. Toyota has tuned the Vellfire to match its purpose: comfort, safety, and ease of use, and it shows every time you slow down the vehicle. But the Vellfire isn't just about solid brakes. It also comes packed with Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, or ADAS, something you expect at this price point. Let's take a look at what is included. If you are in the market for the latest Toyota Vellfire, get ready to spend around 438,000 ringgit. Yep, it's not exactly cheap, but that hasn't stopped Malaysians from lining up for it. In fact, the waiting list stretches up to a year. Why? Because it's a hit with high-income crowd here. If comfort is what you're after, the Vellfire delivers. Plush interiors, smooth rides. It's a luxury lounge on wheels. Now, personally, I'm more of a driver's car kind of person, so the Vellfire doesn't exactly thrill me behind the wheel, but I can't deny, it's a seriously nice place to sit in. That's the charm. It's all about the comfort, and that's what keeps people coming back for more. Hope you enjoyed this review. Please kindly leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more review videos. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. If you want to learn more about the Toyota Vellfire, you can head on over to our website, carsick.my. Hope to see you soon. Bye!